Hello everyone, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is actually going to be a cute little summer reading video. So I'm only going to be reading summer books for about a week. And I'm actually really excited because I don't have a lot of summer books, but I would like to get through some of them before summer ends because obviously they're summer books, so I want to read them. Also, if you can hear that outside, it's raining. I don't think you can hear it, but the lighting is terrible wherever I go. So in about 30 minutes, I'm about to be at the airport. So I wanted to start this video because I'm obviously going to be reading while I'm traveling. And the book that I'm currently reading for this week of summer reads is Dreamland by Nicholas Sparks. And I haven't read a Nicholas Sparks book in so long. I think it's been over like a year and a half too. So I'm actually really excited. I'm already about 50 pages into this book and I'm already really enjoying it. So I'm excited to see where this one goes and how summery it feels. As of right now, the book is taking place in West Palm Beach, Florida, and you get two people's point of views, which is awesome. And it's two people that currently aren't involved with each other. They, I think, meet up eventually along the way, but right now it's just their point of view of what's happening in their life at the point. So I'm excited. Let's go get on a plane. Hey guys, it's actually a few days later. It's Monday now and today's actually my birthday, and I just kind of spent the day, well, the day's not over, it's literally only 1 o'clock, chilling, but I'm still reading Dreamland by Nicholas Sparks. I only have about 100 pages left, but honestly the book pacing is so slow and it's taken me forever to read this book. Also, it doesn't help that I'm not feeling well, so I'm like reading it really slowly, especially today. Yeah, I woke up, I wasn't feeling that well, so I didn't really do much today so far. I went to the beach because I was feeling a little bit better, but then I got really tired. But yeah, anyways, I'm still reading this book. It's taken me a little while. Like I said, it's been over a week of me reading this book and I'm still not done with it. That kind of sucks because I wanted to move on to a different book, summer book already. That's okay. We're gonna finish this book hopefully today or tomorrow. I pray by tomorrow because it's just taking me so long. So I ended up finishing Dreamland this morning and I wasn't that impressed with it. I ended up only giving it like a 3 stars. I'm not gonna go into too much detail now. I'll talk more about my thoughts of the book at the end just so I can let it settle because I'm not actually sure on what I'm rating this book. As of right now, it is like a 3 star, but we'll see if that changes as I let the book settle a little bit, you know? I couldn't decide what my next book was gonna be because I knew obviously it has to be a summer read, but I did get a few other books for my birthday that are summer reads. I hope that this isn't crooked, but I think it is, but it's fine. Anyways, I couldn't decide. I was going back and forth between some of the new books I have as well as some of the books already on my TBR, but in the end, what I decided is that I'm gonna go with The Unhoneymooners by Christina Lauren because this has been on my TBR for a while. I didn't know if I was actually gonna pick this one because I didn't know if it actually took place like in summer. It takes place in Maui, in Hawaii. So I figure what's more summery than being in Maui? But hopefully this is good. So I hear mixed reviews about it. Some people love it, some people hate it. I'm hoping that I really like it and that I just fly through it really quickly because obviously I want to get through more books, more summer books. Yeah, let's get it going. Hello guys, it's the next day and I am thoroughly enjoying this book. Like, look how far I got through it. Literally so quick. It's such a fast-paced read and I'm actually really enjoying the banter between the two main characters, and the storyline is like, I don't know, it's just a little fun. It's just like a little like fun thing that like is so unlikely to happen that it's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this happened, and then like, you know, the whole thing. And it was just, you know, I'm just really enjoying it. It's really cute. So I'm literally almost done. I'm on page 285 and how many pages There's, I think, there's an epilogue, and there's 395 pages. So I'm almost done. Like, literally, like, so close. Like, look how far I got. Like, yesterday, I couldn't put it down. Like, I just kept reading it. Thoroughly enjoying that. I'm gonna probably be out of commission for the next few days because I'm literally about to get my teeth pulled out of my mouth. I'm getting my wisdom teeth out, so that's fun. And I just wanted to film this little update for you before I had to do that because I might not get to. So yeah, if I can't give you this rating yet, I'll give it to you at the end, obviously, but so far so good. Very much enjoying it. Hello guys, it is the next day. I'm also wanting to apologize because I literally cannot talk that well because I literally just had my wisdom teeth removed. So it's a little bit difficult for me to talk, but I wanted to give you guys a little update. Yeah, like I said, my face really hurts too, so I'm gonna make this really quick. As you can see, my face is really puffy and like I can't really move it. But either way, not as bad as I thought it was gonna be, but I don't want to jinx it, so I don't want to say anything. I finished this. I'll talk about this later, but I really did enjoy it. It was really good. Next up, this is a book I've been deciding to read on and off a few times, but I decided to save it for this video because I thought it would be better. And that is The Summer Broken Rules. I'm really excited. People talk about how they really like this book, so I'm excited to add this to my summer reading vlog, reading collection video. I don't think I'll be able to give you any updates today because just speaking is like really hard, as you can tell. If I can update you, I will, but chances are I won't. It is now the next day. If you hear stuff in the background, Michael's playing video games, but my mouth still hurts from having my wisdom teeth out, but I can talk so much better, which is great. But anyways, I started The Summer Broken Rules and I literally almost finished it yesterday, so it took me like literally almost less than a day to read this whole book, and I'm almost done with it. But I figured I would film me reading some of it because I realized I don't think I have a single clip of me reading any of the books that I have in this video. That's what we're gonna do. But otherwise, loving this book so far. It's such a fast-paced read, plus the words are huge, so that really helps. But otherwise, it's a cute, fun little book to read for the summer. So if you haven't read this yet, highly recommend. I mean, granted, I haven't finished the whole thing yet, but I'm literally almost done. Like, can you see that? So I think I have less than 100 pages left. Let me check. So I just finished Summer Broken Rules. I think it took me like maybe an hour and a half to finish the rest that I had. I don't think it was actually even that long. I really enjoyed it. The epilogue at the end was actually really long because it took place a year after everything had happened. So, but I still enjoyed it. It was good. This was a fun little read. I'll talk more about it at the end of the video. I think I'm gonna give it like 4 stars. I think it's like a solid 4-star read. I don't know, I'll let it simmer. Maybe it'll get a higher score, maybe not, I don't know. But I really did enjoy the characters and the plot of this book. It was a really nice little, like, I don't know, just like a fun little read. Not what I was expecting, actually. It was like totally different than what I thought the book was gonna be for some reason. I don't know. I didn't actually read the back of the book, so I didn't know what I was expecting, but I thoroughly enjoyed what I did get. Okay, everyone, so I think I've decided I'm gonna read one more book for this video and then I'm gonna be done, because technically I think it's been a little bit over a week since starting this video, but considering I got my wisdom teeth out and I traveled a lot, I'm just gonna extend it a little bit. So we're gonna read one more book, one more summery fun book. And I think, because I'm gonna choose from this stack over here that I got for my birthday, I got a little stack of books for my birthday. I'm gonna choose between these ones, but I think it's not really even something I needed to make a decision about. I think I'm gonna read The Hotel Nantucket from Ellen Hildebrand, because this is such a summer book and everybody talks about how Ellen Hildebrand is like queen of summer books. So I think we're gonna read this one. I've never read an Ellen Hildebrand book before, so I'm gonna read this one. We're going to the pool. I don't think I mentioned that, but we're going to the pool. So I've decided that this would be a good read. Hopefully I can finish this in a good pace, because honestly, the words in here are not small, but they're not big. Yeah, not very small. So like the words compared to this, compared to the last book I read, which was bigger, pretty sure, yeah, way bigger. Thought I'd give it a go, give it a shot. Yeah, we're gonna go to the pool and read some Ellen Hildebrand. So, last book for this video. We have finally reached the end of this reading vlog. We've reached the end of this reading vlog, reading only summer books video, and I'm here to talk about them now. So as you can tell, and as you can hear in my voice and see, I can actually talk a lot better now because my mouth has been healing from getting my wisdom teeth out. So that's good. First thing I want to start off with is the book I'm currently reading, which is The Hotel Nantucket by Ellen Hildebrand. I know I said I was going to read one more book for this video and then be done, but to be quite honest, this book is taking me far too long to complete. Way longer than I thought it was going to. I'm about like 75% of the way through, but still, it's taking me way too long to read, so I've decided I'm not going to finish it for this video. This is going to be in my July wrap up. Be on the lookout for that, for the full details about that, but I just wanted to let you guys know, like I said, I'm not going to be finishing it for this video. So, we're just going to put that back here. And then you can see my new bookshelf. Cute, right? Let's get into the actual books. So the first book that I actually read for this video was Dreamland by Nicholas Sparks. Overall, it was a miss for me. It just didn't hit the way I thought it was going to, like other Nicholas Sparks books have in the past. This one just kind of like, essentially like losing focus while I was reading it. It wasn't that I didn't enjoy it, because I did. I enjoyed it while I was reading it, but the pacing moved so slow. Just like the storyline moved really slow. So it just like, even though it only took span over, I think, the course of a week or something, it just didn't do it for me. Basically this book, I can't even remember the characters' names, honestly. So the characters' names were Colby, Morgan, and Beverly. The twist in this book was before I go farther into it, I guessed the twist in the book early on and then kind of talked myself out of it. I was like, wait, there's just no way that that's what it is. And then I was right. I was like, oh, so I guessed it really, really early on, which kind of like sucks. But in the end made sense, like the explanation as I was reading it. I was like, okay, like, yeah, it makes sense. I don't know, I just kept getting lost. So basically this book follows two stories of Colby and Beverly, so they are no way associated at the time. Colby is a farmer who enjoys making music and writing music, and he gets a job down in, I think, West Palm Beach, Florida, singing in a bar for, I think, a month. He gets like a job for like a month just because it's fun, and he makes enough money on the farm where he can like take like a vacation and sing at this bar. He goes there and then he meets Morgan Lee, who is the love interest, and they spend time together over the week while she's visiting there. So she's not even from there, she's visiting out of state with her friends, and she is like this really, really popular TikToker and aspiring music artist. So it kind of just like follows them and their story. I'm not doing a good job explaining it because I never do, but it just follows their story over the course of a week and how their relationship develops. Beverly is trying to escape her abusive husband with her 6-year-old son. She is just really paranoid and doing everything by all means necessary to have a safer life for her and her son. And then at the end, it all comes together and all their paths cross in a way that you wouldn't expect them to. I gave it 3 stars. I just wasn't that drawn to it. I didn't think it was his best book, you know, but it did take place in the summertime, so it was a summer book. It was just a really slow read, and I wasn't like too drawn into the characters. I wasn't necessarily like obsessed with their love story or even like Beverly's story. It got a little bit interesting on
obviously, as the book went on, but it just wasn't something I loved. Really high hopes for it because it's Nicholas Sparks is like one of my OG favorite authors, and I just hadn't read a book by him in so long, and it kind of fell short for me. Overall, 3 stars. I don't even know if I would recommend it at this point. I don't know. I'm just blabbering on. The next book I read, which was The Unhoneymooners, actually very much enjoyed this book. I think I talked about it a little bit before. The 2 main characters I thought were so like funky in a way. Like Olive is just like this mess of a person, and it was so funny. Well, okay, I don't want to say it's funny, but it kind of was just obviously, hold on, let me itch my eye for a second. It was just kind of funny, like in the beginning, like how Olive was just like this really mess of a person and everything like that. And then the main character, what was his name? Ethan. How Ethan was just this, like, she had, obviously, it's like this little enemies to lovers, and she had this wrong impression of Ethan. How they came together on this, like, fake honeymoon. It was just really funny and really cute and so, like, unrealistic that it was, like, fun. Obviously funny because it happened, and it's just, like, this would never happen ever, really. And the fact that it did happen in the book just, I thought, made for an interesting story. Like I said, I'm not really good at describing books. I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm sorry. Let me talk about what the book's about. Olive is a twin, and her sister is marrying Ethan's brother. An unlucky situation at this wedding happens where everybody gets food poisoning but Olive and Ethan. Olive's sister can't go on her honeymoon with her new husband. So she says to Olive, I want you to take my honeymoon because it's non-refundable. Basically was just like, you're gonna basically commit fraud because you're gonna pretend to be me because we're identical twins, and you're gonna take Ethan, which has the same last name as her husband because they're brothers, and it's gonna work out just fine. Obviously they go. Olive at first is very like opposed to it because her and Ethan, they're not friends, they're enemies, they don't get along. Olive does not like Ethan. She thinks that he's just a mean, basically like a jerk. But eventually she decides, you know what, it's a free trip to Hawaii. I'm gonna go. And she's gonna go with Ethan because who else are they gonna go with, right? It's a free trip. So they go, and you know, one thing leads to another, as one thing does in a Christina Lauren book. So like I said, this is an enemies to lovers, fake dating. What else was it? I don't remember, but overall, I really enjoyed it. I thought this book was just so cute and funny and light, and I don't know, just a cute little fun summer book. Now, unfortunately, I did find out very early on in the book that this does not take place in summer. It takes place actually in January. So I was a little bummed while I was reading that, but it's still a summer book because they go to Hawaii on a honeymoon, you know, so they're doing all these like fun tropical things in the sun, which remind you of summer. So it counts, okay? I'm gonna count it as a summer book. Quite thoroughly enjoyed this book. I thought it was so cute. Parts of it I thought were like really funny. And just the 2 characters, they were just like, I just thought they were really good together, and I really liked them together. I thought that they complemented each other, and the banter was so funny. Olive and Ethan, just like their little jabs at each other, or like their little little comebacks, I thought were like perfect and really balanced each other out. So overall, I rated this a 4.5 stars. Didn't give me that 5-star feeling, but it was still really good. Very much enjoyed this book. I just thought, what a fun little idea. What a fun little unrealistic scenario to have happened to 2 people, you know? And I guess that's why we read fiction books, because it's not real and it's literally fictional. So reading about unlikely things to happen to people. But anyways, yeah, I'm rambling on enough about this. I think I said everything I needed to say. As you can tell, I highly recommend this book. A 4.5, like I said, 4.5 stars. This was the first Christina Lauren book that I actually have read, by the way, and I was really impressed. I know I heard mixed reviews about this book, but truthfully, I think it's just like such a funny little light read, and it was so quick paced. I think I finished this book less than a 24-hour period. Granted, I was not timing it, but I read it all day one day and then literally finished it the next day, early the next day. Finished this like so quick. It was such a fast-paced read. So if you're looking for a cute little funny read, I highly recommend. Like I said, 4.5 stars. You should read it. And the last book that I'm going to talk about was also another win, and that is The Summer of Broken Rules. I very much enjoyed this book. I also thought that this was such a great light summer read. It like the plot line actually was so much different than what I really thought it was going to be. So basically the book takes place in Martha's Vineyard. Meredith Fox has this really big family, and they all vacation together in Martha's Vineyard. her grandparents own a house, and then there's multiple other houses around where they live, where all of them just rented houses. Cousin was getting married on Martha's Vineyard. This book does deal a lot with grief because Claire had lost her sister. So this is the first time her and her immediate family are going back to Martha's Vineyard after losing her older sister. So in honor of her sister Claire, throughout the week, the family has this annual game of assassin that they play. And at the end of the week, you know, it comes down to the finalists and they all play for the winner. So one winner of assassin who takes out not every single family member, but if you know how assassin works. I don't have to do a very good job at explaining any of this, but it's okay. But to honor her sister's legacy, she really wants to win. Throughout this entire thing, she meets and teams up with a groomsman who they end up getting together and starting a relationship. She thinks that's gonna come between her honoring her sister and what she has to go for the rest of her life, because she doesn't wanna get heartbroken or anything like that. So I think, like I said in the video, I didn't read the back of the book or the summary, reading the actual book, so I didn't know what I was getting into, but I was actually very, very surprised. It gave off so many summer vibes. I loved it. I thought it was such a light, fun read. Like, I also flew through this book. I think it also took me less than a day to read the entire thing, and it takes place over a week. But overall, I absolutely loved and enjoyed it. Like I said, it was such a nice, fun, light summer read. So if you're looking for something like that again, this is another great option. I ended up giving this a 4 stars. I highly recommend. But on the note of Martha's Vineyard, okay, so this book takes place in Martha's Vineyard, and then the book I'm currently reading, which is the one by Ellen Hildebrand, takes place Hotel Nantucket, which is in Cape Cod, but Cape Cod and Martha's Vineyard, not the same thing, but they're next to each other. Like, you can only get to Martha's Vineyard from Cape Cod. And I just want to say, they're really romanticizing this place. I've been there, and it makes me sad that I'm like, did I just not experience this the same way? And I'm like, no, I've been there. More than once, I'm pretty sure. It's not like this. Granted, I didn't spend that much time on like the actual Martha's Vineyard, which is an island you can only get to by a ferry. They're really romanticizing this place that I'm like, this is not what it's actually like. So that's my only thought. So if you want to visit Martha's Vineyard after reading one of these books, because I'm pretty sure all of her books take place in Martha's Vineyard or like Cape Cod area, really look into it. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, that's not what this video is about. Okay, but that's it. That's all the videos. That's not what I'm trying to say. But that's all the books I read for reading only summer books. I cannot wait to read more. I am gonna read more because it's still summer and I want to read. But that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. Please follow me on all my social medias as well as subscribe to my channel. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.